Coffee with Namma Ashwath.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ನಿವೇದ. ಕಾಫಿ ವಿತ್ ಅಶ್ವಥ್ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ತಮಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತವನ್ನು ಬಯಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಐ ಹೋಲ್ಹಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ಲಿ ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಯು ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕಾಫಿ ವಿತ್ ಅಶ್ವಥ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್.
It is my absolute pleasure being here with a dynamic leader like you.
Yeah. People are looking up to you. See, the area which you are working, people would like to know more things. So I think you are the right guest today
Thank
to
you.
have. So for the real challenges what Bangalore or the entire country has been facing, or the entire world. So we'd like to know more about yourself, like more about you, so that the youngsters, the entire society would like to know more about you. Probably I would like to know about your childhood. Within 60 seconds, how was your childhood?
So I think I was brought up in a very in an environment where it was taught to me that society first, country second, and basically you are the last. So impact was always drilled into me. Like at the age of 18, I had my first NGO, and we were trying to impact few thousands of kids, to get or people to get necessary things. So at the age of 21, that is when I started TrashCon at my final year of engineering, in RV College of Engineering, where there was a street next to RV, and we started clearing up the street. That's how the entire journey started. So what I want to say is, entire childhood was made in a way that by the time I reached 18, the only dream I had was I want to create something that can impact 1 billion lives. That's 60 seconds.
Yeah, good to know about putting everything above the self is something really good. That is what is needed by each and every citizen. Probably your role or your life can be a message to entire society.
So
I
that's
really
too much.
appreciate it.
That's too high.
No. See, ultimately, what we learn, we need to give back. Probably your learning and environment also has made that difference.
Yes, true.
Big part of the Sainik school.
Yes.
That's because being a higher education minister, we have many intelligent people, learned people. Are they part of the solutions? See, that's
True.
very important.
True.
And how much impact can we make? The impact is not just how to make money. The impact is to solve and to make a better place, our society or our country a better place. Probably I really appreciate putting everything above yourself. Be above the self is very important. I think that's a fantastic message. And your childhood has been such
Yes,
a very
true.
inspiring. Really appreciate. And other than your routine, during your free time, or you taken out a time for yourself, what you would like to do?
So being an entrepreneur, we go through a lot of ups and downs. And especially if you're a social entrepreneur, you go through more downs. Because you're literally creating a different paradigm shift in the society. So I think what I do mostly when I get free time is trying to bring back my center. That is by doing meditation, yoga. I like to dance a lot. And I do workout as well. I run.
Oh.
So these are the few things I do.
We could see that. More than that, you are into cooking, cleaning, house,
Yes,
taking
sir,
care of the
course.
house, all those
Course.
things.
I mean, I used to live alone for a long period of time. And
you help yourself and take care.
Yes.
And taking
as
care
an
of the
entrepreneur, I
place
think
where
that is already taken care of. You should take care of yourself before taking care of others.
Because more often being a professional lady, taking time for all this, we think in the terms of making every minute a productive minute, and trying to more engage in the work. So when it comes to the personal things, we try to depend on somebody else. So it's
So, but
just
family
one.
should support,
Yeah.
right? And family is very supportive. And I couldn't have done anything without my family supporting me.
Right.
And when I wanted to start this journey at 21 years in waste management, when nobody gets into it, nobody was supporting. It was my mother who said, "You go ahead, you do it." She's a teacher, and she put all her savings. She had only 2 lakh savings. She's like, "You start." Everybody was saying that you're a fool to believe in, her idea. It is not even a workable idea. Nobody has done it. That too in waste management. What will you do?
Yeah.
But she believed in me. So I think the family support will make a huge difference
Yeah, definitely.
for every
I
entrepreneur.
completely agree with you. I completely agree with you. Uh, the real backbone or the inspiration or the energy we can get one, the main source will be the family.
Absolutely.
Probably their support can take us a long way and give a lot of encouragement. We can withstand and overcome all challenges
Absolutely.
probably.
Absolutely.
So that's really appreciable to see the being a daughter of a teacher, rising to such a greater heights and coming out with great solutions.
I was very middle class background, and I said, Ma, how will middle class background become an entrepreneur in our country? And she said, you start and show that it can be done.
Such a great inspiring mother. Very inspirational. And your journey from Bijapur to Bangalore, how was it?
So again, sir, when you come to Bangalore, it's a city of opportunities. I think everybody feels that. Especially when I was studying in RV, it's a thriving environment. Everybody wants to do something creative, wants to do something new. There is entrepreneurship growing everywhere. Like you join in the first year, your friends are talking about it. Everybody's talking about an idea. Right? You're doing engineering, you're thinking about some or the other idea. But again, like I told you, from the age of 18, it was...
So your engineering college, it has become more of an entrepreneurial college also.
Yes. And I'm not only in RV, I'm seeing...
Even I keep asking these questions. See, I was really surprised, looking at the number of institutions and the entrepreneurship, what is happening in Bangalore. Something, difficult to imagine, how the entrepreneurship has grown in a very big way.
It is budding there.
Where it is getting promoted, where it is, growing, or the promotion is happening.
Every student,
the real learning, where it is happening.
Every student is today, at least not every student, that will be an exaggeration, but most of the students in at least almost very good colleges are all thinking about being entrepreneurs. That's a huge shift, sir. People are not thinking about jobs. They're thinking which big...
Is it more of a self-learning or been, mentored or encouraged by somebody?
I think it's culture, sir. The culture of the city, the culture of, what is inculcated, what is the talk of the town. I think it's the entire vibe. I don't think the same thing will be happening in some other state, right? I mean, we are visiting so many states. There is something special about what, and I think that is what seeped into me. So what happened was, earlier I already wanted to create an impact of 1 billion lives. On top of that, there was this entrepreneurial ecosystem. People are talking about ideas, trying out ideas, failing in college. It was all very new. I was like, oh, this is possible. Okay, it is possible. When you are coming from a middle class background who has never seen business, right? You have not heard business. For you to think business, you will only think after your 40, 45 years, after you have enough money. But to think of it at the age of 20, 21 was considered impossible, at least from where I come. But I think Bangalore changed it. So.
Yeah, definitely. I completely agree with you. That too, particularly in Karnataka, when it comes to entrepreneurship.
Yes.
We as in Kannadigas more will not be into entrepreneurship.
Absolutely. So that's how everything started.
The great message for the entire state and country, especially for the Kannadigas.
Yes.
That the entrepreneurship has become the culture here.
It is the culture.
That's a great state. So culture matters a lot. Probably in this direction, there's a saying, culture eats strategy for breakfast. So culture makes a lot of impact. So I would like to know more about the culture in your organization. How do you plan to take it forward in your organization?
The culture is the most important thing, at least in our organization. Yes. Because in waste management, I tell people there can be only two kinds of people. One who are actually drunk, because you're working in waste, it's nauseating. Yeah, so either you have to be actually drunk or you have to be drunk with passion. And that's why I tell my people that if you're not passionate enough in this industry, you can't survive. Because it's very 100%. Hard. It's very hard. Imagine, sir, my team has worked in waste landfill, okay? We can't do our testing in air-conditioned laboratory. We can do testing in proper dump site. And there's nobody there, only dogs, cats, and big mountains. That's where we did our testing, sir, for 3 years. And my co-founder is a chartered accountant. I am a chemical engineer. He's a gold medalist. Entire team of engineers from very good colleges like NIT, all coming and working in dump site day and night. And I used to have like this big pullover. I couldn't pee because there's no bathroom, nothing. Because you can't, you're touching waste. Why you have to touch waste? Because only if you touch waste can you solve the problem. So that was my working environment. In that, how do you motivate your team to keep coming every day? I didn't have to motivate. The moment they saw it, I think it's soul crushing. They felt helpless. And everybody really wanted to solve the problem. So that's how we started, sir, as a team. My team is my inspiration. And today, the culture that we have, everybody has ownership. Everybody has ownership. It is a huge problem. I'm working here not only to make a profitable company. We are a profitable company. We will be a profitable company. But at the end of the day, we want to solve the problem completely. That is there in each of us. We are driven by a clear vision, only one vision. That 20 years down the lane, when I am telling a story to my daughter, saying, Beta, once upon a time there was trash, my daughter should say, Mama, what is trash? That's all. Only one vision. Everything is aligned towards that vision. That's all. That's the culture.
Really fantastic, fantastic. You want to make it once upon a time, there was a trash.
Yes.
It's really very promising and it gives a lot of confidence, a lot of confidence and it can. And I really appreciate, any youngsters normally they have very rosy and they want everything to be in a very beautiful, very comfortable area. As you rightly pointed out, getting into that waste, not the people who have generated waste, and that moment itself are not willing to handle that waste. And you got into the area where waste is something where you can't walk or you can't go there. And definitely you inspired all other people to also get into that and taking it very passionately. That culture is really appreciable and it's a fantastic message. And it's truly, I'll tell you, truly it's very inspiration for all others. It's the waste what we have generated. We need to be responsible for the waste what we have generated.
Absolutely.
So I think it's a fantastic message and it's really inspiration. The culture and commitment what you have.
Yes.
And definitely it should be a profitable one.
Absolutely.
Then only people can look
Only,
up.
sir, you have to be profitable to be scalable. So otherwise, your good cause.
Only social work doesn't make much
Exactly.
impact.
And it is and I want to create. We want to create that waste is actually, you can create value from this. You can become a very huge company, being a socially determined
Always
organization.
our Honorable Prime Minister keeps talking about the circular economy.
Correct.
Nothing should go waste.
Correct.
Probably you are
It
a
is-
true example.
It all started from there, sir. That Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, when it started, I was in NCC and so we had to clear up, they said do some rallies and campaigns, like create awareness. We said, okay, next to the college there is one street, let's clear that up. So we all came
So you
to...
joined NCC when you were in engineering.
No, sir. I was in NCC all my life, like from signing school till
So in the engineering also you continued.
yes, sir.
Good to hear that.
And that's when Swachh Bharat mission happened. That's why my entire journey started.
Started.
With our Honorable Prime Minister's initiative.
The most interesting thing, what are your wow products?
So I think what we are making products out of is from waste that has no value. No value even to waste picker. Like the waste on the streets, which waste pickers
Got
have
it.
already picked up. That we put it through our patented solution, which is called TrashBot, which is basically an automated material recovery facility. So the waste goes inside. It gets segregated into degradables, plastics, metals and inerts. Inerts means all your diapers, sanitary napkin and everything. Now the plastic that we were recovering were plastics that has no value, like your bingo, chips, kurkure cover with a layer of aluminium sticking onto it. This is 75% of all the plastics we generate, sir, in most of our countries, developing countries. This is currently having no value. It is called non-recyclable plastic. So we decided, okay, after doing all this segregation, what do I do with this? So we invented yet another technology to recycle these non-recyclable plastics into recycled sheets like this. It doesn't look like that. This is made from the worst form of trash you can possibly imagine, sir.
That
And
is
from-
what the non-recyclable plastics.
We are recycling non-recyclable plastics
Yeah,
into
recycling.
recycled sheets. It's like plywood, the 8 feet by 4 feet sheets that
What
you
is
get.
it used for?
So you can make anything. This chair that you're sitting, the table that you're doing, everything that you're seeing here can be made from this. But currently we have supplied benches and desks, tables and chairs to nearly 10,000 government school kids, Tikbalapur, Dodbalapur, many places. You should visit, sir, one of our schools.
Yeah, definitely.
And garbage bins, bathroom doors.
We'll have it in now, Amma Malaysiaram also, the benches.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That's the right place to have your products
That will
also.
be great. That will be great, sir. So many applications, sir. We are having huge market for it. This is another product which is called lumber. It's like timber. From this we make industrial pallets, like the crates, many things for logistics basically. So huge application. It's waterproof, it's termite proof, and so most importantly, it is recyclable again.
You
Meaning,
made your fullest use of your chemical engineering.
yes, sir. Mix of all the engineering, but yes.
Engineering, yeah, mix.
But sir, after you use it, I can buy it back from you and I'll recycle it again.
Oh,
So it's not that I have given it to you, then it will go to the landfill. No, I'll buy it back from you and recycle it again. So the problem is getting solved once and for all. It's not like you're
so
solving
you're
a
not
problem and
letting
creating.
go your all raw material, again you're getting it back. Good.
So you're not solving a problem and creating a problem.
That's a right statement. Avita, I would like to know more about your Bangalore days. So how's it? So from your point of view.
Yes, I think I've had my greatest transformation in my life in Bangalore because as every engineering student, you want to get a good job, right? You want to get placed, you have to get good CAT and ZAT scores. I had everything. Everything was there. I had a great placement, great CAT and ZAT scores, everything that a student actually wants. But at that time, I had an idea to solve a problem that can impact billion lives, that can save billion lives. But as everybody will feel, where is the money to start? Every entrepreneur, every young entrepreneur, they stop only at one point. Where are the funds? Where is the funds to start? But thankfully for me, I was just hardly, I had not even graduated. I think I had just graduated college. Karnataka government had launched Elevate 100. And I had applied as a one-woman army, like literally no team, only idea, no product also. And I had applied. 3,000 companies participated. There were big companies, huge companies, companies with like 120 countries presence and whatnot. I was sure I'll not get in because nobody will select somebody like that. After like 4-5 rounds, they told in the top 100, TrashCon is selected.
TrashCon is.
That was the moment, sir. I really am telling you because if that hadn't happened, I wouldn't be sitting here with you. Really, not kidding. I'm not kidding at all because I didn't have funds to start. And the problem that I was solving was a government problem, right? I mean, it's like waste management. And they believed that a young engineering student who's barely out of college with just an idea can possibly solve it. And they gave me a seed grant of almost 10 lakhs.
Do you think waste management is only government's problem?
No, not at all. I'm saying, when I say government's problem, it is currently in government's responsibility. I'm saying that aspect. It is
more
mostly
so,
the citizens.
the government also should get away from all these things. They should only enable
Yes.
and facilitate for more of these things to happen so that more market dynamics and more solution,
More private sector.
more entrepreneurship. That can take to more better products as you come out with.
Yes.
Superb products. I think it's really highly impressive products, whatever you come up. ನಮ್ಮ ಬಿಜಾಪುರದಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಯಾಣ ಈ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಬಿಜಾಪುರದಿಂದ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನೀವು ತಮ್ಮನ್ನು ತಾವು ಹೌ ಯು ಗಾಟ್ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್ ಹೌ ವಾಸ್ ಇಟ್
Bangalore was like a dream because it had all the opportunities. The only thing I did was keep grabbing the opportunities. I was in every club, I was in every opportunity.
You had a very clear clarity that what you want to become in life.
No, sir. I had a very clear clarity that whatever I do, I want to impact a billion lives. Be it entrepreneurship, be it job, be it civil
In
servant.
which age? 18. In 18.
My only prayer was, I want to do something that can impact.
What happened in 18 that you got this idea?
I don't know, sir. I think I went into too much, I don't know, spirituality. I don't know. It just made sense that if I have a life, why not use my skills and abilities and whatever I'm bestowed with as engineer.
Why a billion? Always you have been insisting
Because I don't want to think small, sir. Not one, not two. I'm very greedy. Greedy to create an impact.
So nice to hear. 1 billion lives.
Minimum.
So normally people think, I should need to reach this height. No, not the numbers of 1 billion lives. Then nobody thinks in this way. So probably you are the first person to make this kind of statement. It's highly impressive. Very promising to hear.
Thank you, sir.
Now turning our tables. So if you become an environment minister or the climate change minister, what would be your wish list and when you want to become?
I'm ready to become now only, sir. I can join from tomorrow.
Yeah.
Under
We welcome you, yeah, definitely.
Under your leadership.
Yeah, definitely. You're most welcome.
Thank
most
you so
welcome.
much, sir.
I
Thank
think
you
it
so
will be
much.
very promising to see youngsters. So
Thank you so much. So, but I sincerely have dreamt of one thing. If I'm even able to contribute, and I've told that at World Economic Forum also where I met you, is the problem is like a mountain. The problem is like a mountain. Today we have many, in Karnataka especially, there are many people thinking about environment, thinking about waste management, thinking about problems. That is very good. We are very fortunate to have amazing people think about it. But they are thinking in their own silos. Like activists are thinking in their silo, innovators are thinking in their silo, entrepreneurs are thinking among themselves, policymakers are thinking among themselves. And everybody thinks that they are right. Right? Then what happens is, we are not coming together to solve a solution. For example, for waste management, you told Nivedha you have made the best solution. You told me. I don't think so. It is only a small part of the big solution. I am only a small part. If I kid myself thinking that I am the solution, it will not happen, because the problem is like a mountain. We are like ants in front of it. And if each of us come together, we may have a hope of solving it. So the first thing I'll do is bring everybody and tell them, you are not bigger than the problem is bigger than you. I tell my team, tomorrow if there is a solution better than us, I'll go partner with them. If there is a solution opposite to us, I will adopt it. Why? Because it doesn't matter about me or you or TrashCon. What matters is the problem getting solved. If all of us can start thinking like that, the problem can be solved for sure. So if activists, policymakers, decision makers, entrepreneurs, innovators, investors, everybody start thinking on this line, 100% the problem can be solved. If people put the problem above themselves. So the first thing I'll do is bring all of them together. Tell them nobody is against anybody, right? Just because you have a solution of incineration or you have a solution of, say, some recycling, you're not against each other. You're solving the same problem. And the problem is new. Environment problem is new. So we need to have as many solutions, right? And maybe we have a hope. This is what I'll do. First thing, bring everybody together, make them one team, and let them accept each other.
Good. Convergence can bring in a lot of better solutions, and we can work with each other, not working against each other.
Exactly.
So, not working in silos is very
Yes,
important.
so that the mountain, we are like
the
ants.
most important thing is bringing people together,
Absolutely.
the various verticals together. I really appreciate you have got a simple solution, very easy and simple.
Starting.
Yeah.
First day of office, I'll do this. Sir.
Yeah, by doing so, I think 90% of your job will be done.
Yes. If they can listen to each other and work with each other, I think our problems will get solved.
I really appreciate. You can think of 2023 also.
Done. I have some work at TrashCon, sir. I'll just try and wrap it up faster.
Your co-founder will get worried, really.
I think.
Your entire team. Probably. I really appreciate
Thank you so much.
Your time and coming here.
Such a pleasure meeting you.
And being my guest for the coffee with Ashwath, having coffee with Ashwath, and you have taken out your precious time. I really appreciate.
No, I just want to leave with one thing. I've gone back after I met you at Davos and I told about that incident where you remembered my name and innovation to like tens of people. And I said just one thing, sir gives us hope. Really, for entrepreneurs like us, when we see dynamic leaders like you, it gives us hope.
Thank you.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you so
I was really impressed because as a people's representative, we look at many solutions. See, every morning I can't remain helpless, See, there are so much of problems. People look up to us. We need to be responsible, as you rightly said, impacting the lives of 1 billion is something, a fantastic idea or a thought itself, and working towards that. Probably in this direction, same thing. We keep looking at many people come out with many solutions, without really looking at hands-on or getting into the ground level. As you rightly said, everything working in silos. Somebody manufactures, somebody does some. So this is totally disconnected. So when I saw all these things in a youngster doing so much, coming out with any waste, mixed waste can be handled, Other people can talk about, segregating the waste, handling. So yours was something solution. All the waste we can put it together and you are converting into a manual. Yes. That was a very interesting solution. I was really, really impressed as a student. As a student, developed that product. That really impacted me.
Thank you so much.
So that I could remember. So that was the main reason I could remember your name, your institution, your branch, and your product, everything.
Thank you so much. Means a lot. Thank you so much. So the next decade, when you become the Chief Minister or Prime Minister, I'll be joining your team. I hope the seat will be still vacant until then.
Yeah, definitely we are looking forward to have people like you, very potential, very promising, having so much of concern. I appreciate definitely for taking out your time, coming here, spending time with us, and having coffee with Ashwath.
Thank you so much.
I really appreciate it.
It's a great pleasure to actually be meeting you and seeking your insights as well. Thank you so much.
Coffee with Nama Ashwath.